whiskey review. Now, a lot of you be wondering where the hell I have been for the last year and why I haven't uploaded any whiskey reviews for, well, just over a year. The short answer is that I've been living in this new house. Well, it's not new. It was new when we moved in a year ago. And there has been many challenges in life over the last years, including one that I don't actually have a whiskey room as such anymore, even though I live in a new house. So bulk of my stuff is still actually at my mum and dad's, and I'm never quite finished moving it into the new house. What I do have is just my little posse of my Chesterfield sofa, and then my little shelf where I sort of keep about 15 to 20 bottles, but my collection of 300 plus open bottles is still actually not with me. And the many challenges of life just kind of then make me feel like recording content. And it's not to say because I wasn't recording content, I wasn't drinking whiskey. Those many challenges of life were making me drink a lot of whiskey, but just didn't have the mojo to record content because I get great satisfaction from recording whiskey content. So I kind of wanted to wait till the time feels right. And I guess after living in the new house and having come through some very personal and big challenges, now's the time to maybe sit down tonight and record some content. So I kind of thought long and hard about what should I review. This is kind of like a rebirth of the reviews, of me recording content and putting the content out there. So I thought I'll go back to this bad boy, the Single Cask Tobermory. Now, as you can see, there's not a lot in there. I wanted to record a review of a whiskey that I've spent a lot of time with, and this one in particular I've drunk one full bottle of, and this is my second bottle, and unfortunately it's my last bottle from this particular release, which was the Single Cask Independent Bottlers. Tobermory Distillery, distilled on 18th of July 1995 and bottled on 19th of December 2018, and bottled at 23-year-old, 54.5% ABV. Now, this was one of the earliest bottles from the Single Cask that came into New Zealand, and there was a lot of different stock that came in, and this one in particular really enjoyed. Aged in an ex single bourbon cask, and bottled in its natural color, like all the Single Cask bottlings. There you go. Doesn't really take on a lot of color after 23 years of aging. And when it first came, I hadn't really tried much of the Tobermory whiskies, and this one in particular, it caught my eye. Hey, here's a long aged whiskey from a distillery I haven't really drunk a lot of whiskey from previously. So I gave it a try, and it just oozes sweetness on the nose and the palate. Just incredible. So let's get into it proper. Oh, just even as in the 30 seconds when I poured it, and I was continuing to talk, the sweetness is just oozing. That gentle vanilla sweetness. Just incredible. There's the slightest hint of cinnamon and pineapple, kind of like a ripe pineapple. And their very gentle cinnamon is intertwining with a vanilla sweetness coming in the back. Oh, just absolutely gorgeous. It's funny, we all drink whiskeys. I mean, for me, my life is incredibly gifted. I have access to a lot of different whiskeys aged in different cask types, and I kind of match whiskeys to my mood, what sort of mood I am. And then tonight I was in a very joyous mood, and I felt like something light and fruity easy drinking. So I kind of thought of this Tobermory, aged in a single bourbon cask where you are expecting those lighter, fruitier characters, those tropical fruit characters all around, and obviously no real spice or peaty notes in this particular whiskey. Oh, just really, really gorgeous. All right, we have a sip. First sip on our official review in over a year. Mm. Just leaves you absolutely drooling. Even though it's bottled at a reasonably high mid 50s ABV, but there's no burn at all. Really oily, really rich on the palate, but remains very, very sweet. That tiniest hint of cinnamon is on the palate for me as well. Otherwise, really smooth. Wow, really good. And it's making me do that crackling noise on the palate. Really, really good. I mean, to someone who doesn't necessarily drink a lot of whiskey and is really, really caught up into the whole hype and marketing of age-based 40% ABV whiskies, you'll pour them something like that and they'll look at the very light color of it and think, yeah, that whiskey doesn't really have legs. But there's some pure magic in a long-aged, smooth, single ex-bourbon cask aged whiskey. Just pure magic. It's so good. I mean, I'm actually quite sad. I've decided to review this particular whiskey to come back and I guess upload content on YouTube, but there's not a lot left, and I don't have any more. So there's only so long. It's been, well, I guess in a way, with me for around 4 years. If you kind of think it maybe landed here at some point in 2019, and it's up, well, 1st of May 2023 in New Zealand right now. So it's been in my life for about 4 years and it's brought me a lot of joy. And that's what I really like about whiskeys from a single cask. In this case, I had 2 bottles. I've made them work. The first one went very, very quickly, but I know how much joy it brings me. So I am drinking the second one a little bit slower. But at some point, I know it will be gone. And I will cherish and seek those characters, those flavors, those smells in another whiskey. And that's what's so interesting about drinking whiskeys from the single cask or other independent bottlers who do single cask whiskeys. And it gives you this joy, and I guess it creates a bit of a hustle. Hey, one day this whiskey will be gone, and I can't exactly replicate its characters, in my life. And this will be truly missed one day when it's gone. Mm, it's so sweet. Really, really sweet. It's a dessert whiskey. You can just serve it as a dessert. Don't need to do anything too complicated. Oh, wow. Really, really good. Well, I will say all the jargon I used to say, hey, if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. But do any of all of those. I generally don't know when I'll upload another whiskey review. Maybe I'll try. I've got my little posse set up now. I don't think I'm ever going to go back to a big whiskey room. I promised my wife that will not happen in the new house, because if I want to, that has to be work related. But at home, this will be it. Maybe I'll get motivated to bring more interesting whiskeys home, one at a time, do a whiskey review, one at, one at a time. For now, that's it. So yeah, please maybe like, share, subscribe, maybe leave a comment. I would really, really appreciate it. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.